Okay, here we go. Another video of me. It is it is 6 o'clock. Just past 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm making another video. And the reason why is, oh boy, I'm making another video because my Democratic brother, has a political solution to a personal problem. Okay? Boy, where do I start? Oh man, I got the hiccups. Anyway. Well, maybe I should turn this a little bit. There we go. Probably looks better. Anyway, he's got twin girls that he adopted from China. And he says that Donald Trump gives people the right to be racist, to say things to minorities, to say people to immigrants, racist things, you know. And so he thinks, oh, if we have Hillary Clinton, she won't, that won't happen. Well, okay, well, you can think that, but, but that would happen no matter who's president, People are going to say racist things because they are racist. There are people who, Democrats don't want to admit this. Democrats do not want to admit that there are black people who are racist against white people. That's the way it is. That's reality. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. They're racist towards white people. And Obama gives them the right to do that, to go out and beat up white people for being white, But is that racist? To Democrats, oh, no. To most Democrats, it's not. But yes, it is racist. There are people who are going to dislike other people for stupid reasons. That's the way it is. Racism has always been a part of this world. Okay? You go back to World War II. There are people who looked Japanese, who looked like they were from from the place where Japan and Korea and China and all those places are. There are people who are, here who are racist towards them. Okay? What we did was racist. To lock them up in internment camps, that wasn't right. That wasn't right at all. That was still wrong. But yet, I think someone said that Pearl Harbor, why weren't German or Italian Americans locked up during internment camps during World War II? And I think Pearl Harbor was probably the biggest reason why. It's probably true. It's because the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. The Italians didn't attack someplace, in peace. And the Germans didn't. The Japanese did. And so that's probably why Japanese Americans were interned got were interned during World War II. But anyway. So, the problem is racism. And what do we do about it? What do we do when we or a loved one of ours is the victim of racism? What do we do? What do we do? Like my brother, who's got two girls that were born in China. They went over, him and my brother and his wife went over to China to get them, to adopt them, and bring them back and raise them here. What do we do about that? What do we do about people that say things about them? We explain to them, for one, that their mother could not have both of them, could not keep both of them in China where they lived. Okay. That she would have to break them up, or worse, and their Chinese one child per family policy would have caused one of my twin nieces to have been aborted. This is a fact, okay? This is a fact. This is a plain fact. You don't have to tell them that yet. You wouldn't have to tell them that. Your mother was not able to keep both of you, and she wanted to keep you together so that you would grow up together. So she put you in a place where you'd be found, where someone would come along and put you in an orphanage, and where we would come and adopt you. You don't have to go into, my brother doesn't have to go into detail about this. Just explain to him. Your mother couldn't keep you, the way it was. So we came, and we wanted twin girls. We came over, and they said, here, we've got twin girls. Here they are. Here's Martin, And we named you Marna and Sophie. And, anyway, whoops. Shouldn't say their names. Oops. Anyway, and we came and adopted you and took you back with us. But anyway, and that's the way, and tell them, hey, tell them that there's a difference between biological children and adopted children. There's a difference. The reason why all your classmates look like their parents is because they are their parents biologically. Their birth mommy and birth daddy are the ones that are raising them. Your birth mommy and birth daddy are still back in China. And we are not your birth mother and father. Democrats love to come up with a government solution to a personal problem. It's like, oh my gosh. They just do not understand, and they think, oh, if we have Hillary's not going to allow that. Well, no, she's going to allow reverse racism. She's going to allow black people and Hispanics to be racist to white people for just being white. She's going to allow that to happen. Oh, that's okay. That's fine. That racism is okay. We should put up with it since we're white and they're not. It's like, oh, good grief. Racism is wrong, period. No racism is right. But Democrats don't understand that. Democrats don't understand that racism towards white people just for being white is also wrong. It's wrong when white people are racist to minorities and people who are black. And racism is wrong when it's black people and minorities towards people who are white. You know, it's like, come on, folks. Can't you guys understand that? But it doesn't seem like Democrats can understand that. You know, they're like, oh, it's our cross to bear. I don't know. I don't know if that's what they think or not. But anywho, oh, man. Oh, it's just so frustrating to deal with Democrats. You know, because they don't want to deal with the truth. They don't want to deal with the truth. You know, my nieces already know they're different. My brother and his wife aren't going to tell them earth-shaking news to say that, you know, that we ended up with you differently than the way most parents end up with their kids. You know, they look at themselves, they can see each other, that they see they're pretty close to look the same, and they look at us and they go, oh, you're different. Okay, they realize that. You know, they're under 10 years old, and they probably realize that already. But yet, my brother and his wife don't want to talk about that fact. They want to keep pretending that, oh no, you're not different. Jeez. You know, they don't want to talk about that. It's like, oh man. Oh my gosh, Democrats. Sheesh. Oh man. Yeah, it's like, oh. Yeah, it is so frustrating to have to deal with Democrats in my family. Oh my gosh. You know, you Democrats in my family, you have no idea how frustrating it is for me to do this. You know, and I'm the only Republican, okay? I'm the only one, okay? So, you know, I'm the only one who you have to deal with. But I've got to deal with this every other person in her family. You know, every other person in her family is Democrat. You know? So I got to deal with this nonsense. Excuse me. I got to deal with the nonsense every time I deal with somebody else in our family. You know, I know they don't think it's nonsense. I know they think, oh, well, that's the way it should be. No, it isn't. You know, I mean, if they would think about things, they would understand the differences. They would understand. But no, they pizza at the polls. Watching TV, the election results. Today is election Tuesday, and it would be nice if my family members would understand what's going on, but they don't, or a lot of them don't seem like they do. But anyway, but oh my gosh, Democrats just Oh my gosh. Government, to Democrats, government is a solution to almost every problem we could possibly have. It's just like, oh man, what in the, it's like, oh, why, why? Why do you think, why do you not understand government is not the solution to every problem people have? It's not even close. It's like, use your brain. Come up with a solution that has nothing to do with the government. But no. But do they? No, they don't. It's like every time, it's like government this, government that's the solution. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. God gave you a brain to use, not to not to depend on government to fix your problems. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Then they'll say, hey, you're at a government institution, which, well, okay, yeah, it's true, but do I want to stay here? No, I don't want to stay here. I am at a veterans home in Lisbon, North Dakota, after my stroke, and I will go back to my place in Fargo as soon as I can. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. But yet, many members of my family, I can't find a great job. Their solution is, stay in Lisbon, it's almost free, Hee-haw, you can stay there, get everything taken care of for you. Yay! Alright, Nate, you get everything taken care of for you. But, that's their solution to me not getting a great job, is staying here, not leaving, is their solution to, not turning around the economy, not having a decent person that's gonna, not having a person who's gonna fix the economy so that I can get a great job. Their solution is, stay in Lisbon, they'll take care of you. It's like, really? Would you guys be here? Would you guys choose to live, from the age of almost 52, from being 51 for the rest of your life? Would you want to be in a nursing home? If my family should ask themselves that question, would you want to be in a nursing home when you're 52? 51 or 52, and for the rest of your life, I'm serious. Ask yourself that question. Would you want to be here or not? Okay. If you say no, then why should I be here? Why should I have to be here then? Why should I have to put up with, being a lot, at least a decade, at least 10 years younger than everybody else? Why should I have to put up with that? If you won't do it, then why should I? If you can't ask yourself that question, then you have nothing to say about it. Then your input is never going to count. But anyway, so let's see. But oh my gosh, oh, Democrats are just, oh my gosh. You know, I know my family's frustrated with, oh, but mom and dad have to pay to take care of you. You know, have you ever thought about the fact that if I'd had a great job, they never would have had to have. If I'd had a great job since right after I graduated from Valley City State, they never would have had to pay a dime for me to take care of me. Have you ever thought about that? You know, have you thought about that at all? You know, oh, you know, probably not. Probably not. You probably haven't thought about that. You know, and yeah, I know my hair's a mess. I know, but oh my gosh. You're like, again, a government problem, government solution to a personal problem. You know, another, you know, it's like, well, Nate has a hard time getting a great job. You know, mom and dad have to pay so much money to take care of him. Well, oh my gosh. It's like, man. You know, well, in a way, it wouldn't be a government solution to, you know, having a better president. You know, how about that is the solution to the problem? How about we have a government, a better president who will cause the economy, who will know what to do with the economy so that you know, I would be able to get a lot better job. How about that? How about that for a change? Good grief. Instead of being so upset about having to take care of me, having to pay money to for different things that my family has had to pay for me in the past. You know, how about it? You know, have the economy so that it's good enough so that I can get a great job. You know, how about that for a change? But no, they don't. They want the same idiot as president to damage the economy, to have the economy go along to where it's not a good economy, that a lot of people are suffering. You know, they aren't, but a lot of people are. You know, that's their solution. Their solution is me being taken care of, you know, of the government taking care of me. Their solution is like this, like me living here the rest of my life, me staying here. You know, that's their solution. Their solution isn't a great job for me. Their solution is, oh, don't, you know, take the job you can get, and, you know, let's keep having, you know, who cares if the economy sucks? You know, oh gosh. Oh, my family does not get it. Does not get it. They keep supporting. Let's see, where do I wonder if I can put a picture of stupid, yeah, put a picture of stupid butt in there. They keep supporting people like her. Okay. They keep supporting people like her who will do as much damage and harm as many people as possible and take care of as many people on welfare as she possibly can. She will do as much damage as she can. Why? Because she likes to be in power. She likes to be in control. And she's going to do anything she has to do and say anything she has to say to do that. And you Democrats out there in my family and not in my family can't understand that. You can't possibly understand that she is going to do and say anything to get you to vote for her or anybody else. Minorities. She's going to tell minorities and black people that she loves them and cares for them. Meanwhile, is she going to do anything in the next 4 years so that they aren't dependent on the government? So that more of them, that fewer of them are dependent on the government in welfare and government programs? No. She isn't going to do anything so that fewer of them are do that. You know, she's going to continue with that. None of them, hardly any of them, are going to be better off in 4 years than they are now. You know, but yet, oh, we care about you. Republicans don't care about you. Oh, that is complete and total crap. That is complete and total crap. If you cared about somebody, you would take them from being dependent on someone to being independent. That is caring about them. You know, when they're dependent on you, from one day to the next, and you bring that person from being dependent on you to, for providing for them, and you bring them from being dependent on you every day for the rest of their life to being independent. That is freedom. That is compassion. You know, that's an example of what we should do. When we can take somebody who's dependent on somebody else, but then Democrats are going to say, oh, but you're going to just kick them off of something and not care about them. No, that's not true at all. That is not true at all. It is taking people who can take care of themselves and getting to the point where they are taking care of themselves. But yet, Democrats don't believe that. Democrats don't want that. They want to have as many people dependent on the government as possible. It's like, oh my gosh. Let me talk to Democrats here, okay? Do you understand what it is like to be dependent on somebody else for a lot of the things you need? Do you understand what that's like? Do you think about that at all? Do Democrats think about that or not? I really don't think you do. I don't think you understand what that is like. Then why, if you do understand what that's like, then why do you want to make as many people dependent on somebody else, on the government, as possible? Why would you do that? Why would you want that for them? If you do understand what that's like to be in that position, why would you want to make more people to do that? Oh my gosh, it is so frustrating because your policies and your beliefs are to do that, to do exactly that, to make as many people dependent on the government as you possibly can. But yet, you're like, oh, but we care about people. We love people so much. You know, it's like, no. You know, when you do that, no, you don't care about people. You don't love them. You know, caring about people is taking care of the people that can't take care of themselves. Okay? They can't take care of themselves. Oh, man. I'm not in that position. You know, if the economy was better, if there were better jobs, I wouldn't have had to take one dime from my parents. But no. Who's been president since 2011? Barack Hussein Obama has been president. Okay? Has he helped? Has the economy been great since he's been president? Okay? No, Democrats, well, has it? You know, maybe for you it has. Maybe for you. You know, you've had a job since before you became president. You've had a great job, paying job before you became president. But a lot of people haven't. A lot of people have only had a crappy job since 2011. And I'm one of them. I'm one of them. And that's why I haven't had a great job. I haven't had a great job because of one person. Barack Hussein Obama has done as much damage as he possibly could towards the economy. And he has hurt as many people as he possibly could. And he has given black people the right to go out and to be racist and to hate people who are white. And we have been set back, our racial relations have been set back at least 20, 30, maybe 40 years because of that idiot. Okay? I know you Democrats don't want to think about that. Don't, oh no, it's white people that have been racist. No, it's not white people who are killing black people. It's other black people killing other black people. It's not white people going out looking for black people to beat up and to beat the crap out of. It's black people who are doing that. You know, but do Democrats understand that? No, you don't understand it. You don't understand the fact that a lot of black people hate white people because of Obama. Have been given the right to, oh, you can hate white people if you, black people, you can hate white people if you want to. That's okay. That's okay. Go beat up as many go target white people. You know? Go target white people, as many white people as you want. Oh my gosh. You know, that's pretty much what Obama has said, has given them the right to do. Obama has pretty much given them the right to target white people just for being white. You know? But is that racist? To a lot of Democrats and a lot of black people? No, that's not racist. No, white people deserve it. They deserve to get beaten up for being white. They deserve to have their car burned up or their place of business burned to the ground by black people. Oh, they deserve that. They've been in power for so long. Yeah, right. It's like it's Democrats that have kept them from. It's Democrats that have been racist, not Republicans. It's Republicans that don't have a quota system towards the political conventions. But Democrats do. Democrats say, oh, a certain number of this group has to be represented, a certain group of that group, certain number of that group has to be represented. Republicans don't have that. Republicans don't say that. But Democrats do. You know? You know, one of my siblings would have been a national convention delegate if he had been, but he wasn't in one of the minorities. He wasn't black, female, or gay. Okay? He was a white male, married person, So he's screwed every way possible, See, if he had been black, lesbian, and female, he would have been in. He would have, my sibling would have been at the national convention, but he wasn't any of them, so he's like, sorry, you're out of luck. It's like, well, that's what you get for being in a party of quotas, of government programs, of loving government programs. That's what you get, So in a way, it kind of serves my brother right for not being able to go to the convention, national convention, some years ago. Serves him right. But if he'd been a Republican, he probably would have gone. It'd be nice to go to a national convention. It'd be nice, but one of them has a quota that's based on racism, and the other isn't. I mean, Democrats just, but oh well. Anyway, I should close and upload this, but anyway.